How's it going, YouTube? This is Wi-Fi Memory here today. Today I'm bringing you guys Copycat Sunday. Once again, we are featuring this really cool sun team that you guys have voted for in the comments section, and this is awesome. Copycat Sunday has been getting a lot of views. At least for this channel, we're getting a lot of interactions from you guys, and I can't say thank you enough. This has been a very enjoyable series for me, and I'm gonna keep it up. This is even on like Mondays when I'm testing the team out, and then Wednesday or Thursday, Friday or Saturday, I'll do some uploads. Hey, you guys are there commenting, you guys are interacting with all those videos, and I really appreciate it. This has been a really fun ride since BDSP has came out, but my favorite part is starting Copycat Sunday, because I feel like just to have you guys go in the comments, seeing that I put down free comments usually, and it's Team 1, Team 2, or Team 3, and you guys like the comment or like the team that you want to see me use next, and the next week my goal is to deliver that team to you guys, and this week is no exception. You guys have picked a sun team, and we are going to be rocking out with a pretty awesome sun team, if I do say so myself. It has, from memory anyway, Torkoal, Porygon, Typhlosion, Ninetales, and then Exeggutor and Victory Bell, which, you know, is going to be a really fun ride. Very fun team. I do have a very interesting Exeggutor set, so keep an eye out for that. But nonetheless, let's get started with some battles. Alright, so here we are with our first opponent of the day, rocking out with a Staraptor, Blissey, Weavile, Alakazam, Starmie, and Dragonite. Very, very hyper offensive team. Blissey, how it looks like on this team, this Blissey looks like it could be an offensive Blissey. And, you know, if it is, that's going to be really tough to break. The biggest issue I've found with this team so far, and I haven't done no testing, so I don't really know a lot anyway, but this team is loaded with special attackers, as we only have one physical attacker, so we're definitely going to have to preserve our Victory Bell, I'm pretty sure, for victory's sake, right? But yeah, let's see what we want to do. We could definitely lead Typhlosion. It would force, like, I don't know if they would lead Starmie, because Starmie seems like such a valuable piece. So let's lead Typhlosion. That would give us practically a free Eruption. They'd be forced to go switch into either that Starmie or that Blissey to take it. And that's just free damage on those Pokemon at that point. So I'm okay opening up with Typhlosion to see what we can do. They go ahead and lead Dragonite. I think Dragonite, though, can somewhat actually do some threatening powers. He can definitely threaten us. When I did face this team, which was a Copycat Sunday, and it was battle number 3, we were able to rock over this team relatively easy with a Flygon. Dragonite could honestly be doing the same thing. But anyway, we're going to go into our Exeggutor. This is a very cool Exeggutor set. I don't necessarily want to let Typhlosion go down too early or take too much damage, so we're switching. And he goes for EQ. Okay, fantastic. Exeggutor takes it. This is basically our defensive wall for the team, but it's a pretty nice one. This is a Harvest Exeggutor with a Leech Seed, Substitute. You've seen the Sleep Powder on there too. You know, I mean, this is going to be one of those full-on, we Subseed, get our health back, you know, eventually go down to our Sitrus Berry, and then we should reactivate our Sitrus Berry thanks to our Harvest. I'm going to try and put this thing asleep, though. I'm setting up those Dragon Dances I'm not a big fan of. Extreme Speed. Let's see if we can land. Please. Please land the Sleep Powder. Fantastic stuff. That's what you want to see. Dragonite fast asleep. I'm gonna go ahead and set up a Leech Seed. Ooh, he's lum. Ooh, that's rough. That's really rough. Let's go ahead and set up another Sleep Powder at this point. Come on, Exec. Thank you. Sitrus Berry does activate. Now with the Harvest, it's 100%. The ability will activate 100% if the sun's up. If the sun is not up, it's only 50%. But we do get our Harvest. We get our Sitrus Berry back. Dragonite is sleeping finally. I'm going to go ahead and set up a Leech Seed. And then from there, I'm going to set up a Substitute. And basically see what we can do to get going. Dragonite is fast asleep. We cannot put nothing else asleep. He goes out into Alakazam, which is a great Pokemon here for him. Because we can't necessarily... Thanks to Alakazam's ability, he will not be taking anything from this Leech Seed. We won't gain anything in return. Alakazam definitely threatens our team. Like, we may actually have to lose Exeggutor here. Maybe not, though. We can predict the Shadow Ball, can't we? If we predict the Shadow Ball, we can go into PZ. If he goes for Psychic, good play. But I'm going to have to predict the Shadow Ball here. He actually goes... He hard switches to the Blissey. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Blissey is the right play, definitely in this scenario for our opponent. We do have Hyper Beam on this thing. Honestly, it would do a lot of damage, I'm not gonna lie. I don't necessarily know how well he will take, but our Tri Attack, but I need to definitely get him in range before we try and do the Hyper Beam KO. That does relatively decent damage, and we do get the burn, so if he is Leftovers, that's negated. So that's nice. Either way, we get nice. He goes for Thunder. Like I said, that's a very offensive Blissey, how the team preview looks. And thank goodness he did not get a paralyzation on us. That's actually really nice that we don't get paralyzed. And we just barely chip damage, you know, so I'm fine with that. Knowing that another Thunder should be coming our way, Victory Bell can probably take it relatively well. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Let's go into Victory Bell. And yet, we are a Sun team. We got two Sunsetters. Notice that I have not set up the Sun yet. You know, our opponent hasn't gave me the full-on opportunity to. Torkoal and Ninetales both. Don't get pair. Thank you. Both haven't had the greatest opportunity to come in yet. I want to find that right opportunity. Now, I could double switch right now, knowing that Blissey's going to be switching. But I think hitting one of these Leaf Blade, Poison Jabs, or Leech Life, or even a Swords Dance would be very valuable. I'm going to just go for that Leaf Blade right now. He does opt to stay in. He could be Ice Beam. Oh, and he survives. And he goes for another Thunder. I know he's Leftovers, because we've seen the Leftovers already. And he finally gets a Paralyzation. I gotta give applaud to my opponent too for hitting all 3 Thunders that he's went for. Hey, you know, I think that's something very interesting to note actually, because I've noticed that these accuracy move, a little bit lower accuracy moves, are starting to hit a lot more. I've been using Thunder Blissey, and it hardly misses its Thunder, and it's so crazy, you know. Like, I would say I probably hit about 90% of my Thunders with that Blissey, you know, and I think the accuracy or something, they might be a little bit messed up, and that's how we're able to take the advantage or something, you know. He might soft boil again. If that's the case, I'm going to try and set up a Swords Dance. Because he's not doing that much damage to me. He may have took out Flamethrower and Ice Beam on this set. He may not be running it. He might just be running Thunder. Then again, he's just trying to get back to full or mostly full HP before he tries to take me out too. I mean, he definitely has that opportunity to do that play as well. But we're going to stay in. Could be a terrible play on my part, but we will stay in. Hopefully we can take any attack that you throw at us. Hopefully it's not Ice Beam or Flamethrower. It is Flamethrower. Alright, Victory Bell, can you survive? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now that does some very good chip. He's going to have to get rid of us. He might be banking on the full para, but if you do that and I crit my Leaf Blade, your Blissey's out. So you probably need to try and take care of us right now. So he does go for the Soft Boil. Can I get that crit on my Leaf Blade, please? Can I get the crit? Am I fortunate enough to get this crit right now? Look at that. Did I call it? I did call it. That's what I'm talking about. Taking out the Blissey so my special attackers can rise. That's actually... I mean, I couldn't have timed that any better, actually, guys. That worked out perfectly. Alright, so let's see. I think Alakazam's definitely coming in. There it is. At this point, I'm going to sack our Victory Bell. If he tries to set up or something, I definitely can hit you with my Leech Life. So, definitely will try for it. But yeah, thank you, Victory Bell, for taking out the Blissey. Even if you didn't take out the Blissey, we had it at a low state at that point, and we would have been able to revenge and kill it, KO it with just about anything. At this point, I'm going to bring out Ninetales, set up the Sun. This is Focus Sash Ninetales and not Heat Rock. One thing I will change probably about this team by the end of this week is I'm going to get me a Heat Rock. That's basically, I mean, I'm going to. I want to get a Flamethrower though onto this Alakazam any way possible. That way, if he is Focus Sash by any means, we can take him out with Typhlosion and Eruption. Okay, that's fine. You go ahead and switch him. Star Raptor comes out. Star Raptor will not like this Flamethrower, man. Yeah, we don't care about that Intimidate at all. We're doing some big damage with this Flamethrower. Star Raptor is a very interesting pick why you would switch it in, but you do have a very offensive team, and you know, Star Raptor being probably going to be going for Brave Bird. Let's try and set up a Nasty Plot, because he should KO himself. We should probably end up in Focus Sash, right? Not quite, but yeah, Star Raptor does KO itself. The best play for me is to try and set up a Nasty Plot, because there'll be nothing left. There's nothing on the field, so that's fine. We set up this Nasty Plot, and if you bring something slower than our Ninetales, they're going to have to eat a big Flamethrower. You know, and you, lucky for you, you actually have a lot of speedy Pokemon. You can definitely bring quite a bit in. I do believe Starmie can definitely come in here. Weavile. Weavile is faster than Ninetales though, so that's a little unfortunate, but that's fine. The whole idea is to get the Torkoal in game. Basically, I'm just going to Flamethrower. There's no reason to try and roar. Ice Shard may not KO. It does. Fine. That's fine. Okay. So right now, Typhlosion's at full health. If he goes for the Ice Shard, he goes for the Ice Shard. That shouldn't be doing that much damage to Typhlosion's Eruption power, you know? And we're just going to go full on Eruption. Who wants to switch into our Eruption? I doubt your Starmie does, I'll tell you that right now. We're in the sun, we're stabbed. I mean, we're looking good. Alright, something's coming in. This might be the Dragonite. Hey, it's asleep. It may not be able to, I don't know if it could take two, tell you honest truth. Multiscale will help it out in the first one. Let's see, we'll keep going for it. I mean, it's asleep. Ooh, look at that multi-scale. You're all of a sudden not very threatening. He's fast asleep. Last turn. I'm going to be going for this KO, even though the sun's not up. I'm taking out the Dragonite. Exeggutor, you did your part, putting this Dragonite asleep for 3 turns. Now I can put something else asleep. Keep that in mind too. Yeah, I'm not going to be breaking sleep claws if I put something else asleep, because I took out the Pokemon I'd put asleep, basically. So, Starmie. He brings out Starmie, kind of like a nice little safe switch. I like that play. Try and get the KO with the Dragonite, but if you can't, go into Starmie. It's not a bad play. It ain't a bad play. Right here, this may seem weird, but if you're going for the water attack, this is a special defensive Torkoal. In the sun, this Torkoal actually takes these attacks relatively well, and you know, all of a sudden this Torkoal becomes really bulky. Like, we should take this really well. Okay, not really well, but we did take it. Starmie's Hydro Pump's definitely been weakened now. And you gotta remember, it can miss. Definitely can miss. This is the same Torkoal I've been using on the last team. I carried it over because I really liked it. Unfortunately, it's not able to do much in this battle. But hopefully we can showcase it off just a little bit throughout this next series anyway. Alright, so sun is up. I could easily go Solar Beam. I got a few options. I'm going to use the sun basically as a defensive tool though, and I'm going to go into Porygon. When I say defensive tool, that means he shouldn't be able to KO us with a Hydro Pump. And we should be able to easily do something with our Thunderbolt, with our Porygon. Let's see. Yeah, we're live. We're live. I mean, hey, he hit his Hydro Pumps too, you know? He hits his Thunders, he hits his Hydro Pumps. This man, you know, he's doing all good right now, you know? I think what this team can benefit the most is if we add a Sticky Web user. Guys, I really think that would help this team the most. That would make a Typhlosion sweep so much better. That would be actually really cool. Ice Shards definitely coming our way, but I'm gonna go ahead and sack Porygon. If we can, I'd love a Hyper Beam. Can you let me have a Hyper Beam, please? Unfortunately, not. Okay. You're running out of switch-ins for this Typhlosion as you're down to 2 Pokemon. I'm down to 2 Pokemon too, but my Typhlosion's looking threatening right now. What do you got for Typhlosion? This thing could easily be Focus Sash. His Alakazam could easily be Focus Sash as well. Definitely not looking forward to fighting that Alakazam. Alright, so he will take this Eruption, and he goes down. My man didn't even try to go for Ice Shard. He said, nope, it's over. He does let the sun fade. So yeah, so far, Sticky Web user and a Heat Rock on at least one of my Pokemon. I'm already making changes, but we'll see. Definitely Scarf Eruption, we should outspeed. It depends on if he's Focus Sash, right? He is Focus Sash. Do you pick up the KO though? Nasty plot. My man went for trying to set up and trying to be able to hit us really good. And he disconnects. Oh, you love it to see that for game number 1. Hey, he disconnected on me. That counts for a win. Alright guys, I'll see you guys for game number 2. Alright, so our next opponent's rocking out with an Infernape, Porygon-Z, Breloom, Spiritomb, Crobat, and Starmie. Okay, very cool team. Very interesting picks for that Spiritomb. Porygon-Z, I know we're rocking out with Porygon-Z too, but it's still a very interesting pick. Crobat's super speedy, so we'll have to be careful about that. lead options. I really ain't hating Torkoal lead, tell you honest truth. We'll lead Torkoal, get the sun up, and now give us the advantage point there for a little bit. We can definitely, from anything that's threatening us, we do have good switch-ins. If you do decide to lead, let's say that Starmie, we can definitely go into Exeggutor, Victory Bell, and then we can take your attack, and then we can strike from there. So yeah, I think we're in a great spot if we lead Torkoal. Let's see, Infernape. Yeah, Infernape's not going to do much to a Torkoal. Like, you're not going to be flareable to me. Close combat's not going to be doing that much, even though we are more of a special defensive Torkoal. We should still be able to take it relatively well. And you know what? Let's set up our Stealth Rocks. I think Stealth Rocks is the most important attack in the game sometimes, and I think especially for this game, we can definitely get the advantage back. My man goes for the Fake Out, and by the time we eat our leftovers, he basically did 7 HP to my health. You know, I always say, if you can run close or Fake Out, you run it. But man, you didn't do that much damage at all. And yeah, we took the close combat like it was no problem. Thank you for the free Stealth Rocks. I'll take it. And from there, I'm okay going for a Flamethrower. I think you're in a position where you need to switch, and we're not. You know, if you go for another close combat, we could probably take you almost down to Blaze range with a Flamethrower. And that's fun to say, because, I mean, he's at full health right now, but he's about to be at -2. Yeah, I'm okay letting Torkoal go down. Like, that's not a problem for me. Okay, yeah, almost Blaze range. Actually, that's probably best that he didn't go in Blaze range, right? Let's see, he'll definitely go for a close combat. Do we have the switch to save? Not really, because Exeggutor is going to be slower. We could go into Victory Bell, but why would I want Victory Bell at half HP, you know? We'll let Torkoal go down because Torkoal has done its job. Good job, Torkoal. Definitely done his job. The last one happened to be a crit, but you know what? That's fine. This Infernape is definitely going to go down due to just about anything. Shocked that he's not running Stealth Rocks on his Infernape. We can easily go into Typhlosion. We can hit that Eruption button. Nothing wants to switch in on it. This Infernape will be forced to either, I guess, either stay in to take it and go down, or forced to switch, you know? He is keeping it in to take this Eruption, and Infernape's down. This is where we basically confirm that we are Choice Scarfed, but you know what? That's fine. That's a fine trade-off. Because that Infernape's down. What are you going to do to stop a Choice Scarf Typhlosion? You know what I'm saying? Yes, you do have to Starmie. Well, like I said, if you're going to hit me basically with a Hydro Pump, right? I can easily go out into Exeggutor, Victory Bell. I can go into Ninetales, weaken it. And that might be the play. Go into Ninetales to weaken your Hydro Pump. Get the sun up and everything, and use the sun more as a defensive tool, as in more so than an offensive tool. Because, I mean, with our Harvest ability, with our Exeggutor, it really does play more as a defensive tool. And now he goes for the Surf. Does some big damage. But that's fine. Now we can go into our Victory Bell. We should be able to take a Surf, like, no problem. Like, he has to predict and maybe go for an Ice Beam here. And I don't know if he's going to do that. Yeah, he just goes for Surf. We'll take this. We'll take this really well. And now we'll be a Speedy Victory Bell. Definitely threaten the KO. We could predict the switch. But since it's still kind of early, I want to just go for a Leaf Blade. And he actually stays in to take the Leaf Blade, and he is knocked out. Fantastic stuff for us. Starmie's done. And Starmie could have carried him through this game. Like, if you're packing Ice Beam, Starmie is all of a sudden a huge threat to my team. And you just let it go down, I appreciate it. Thank you. Because you had a good switch. You had the Crobat. 4 times resist my grass attack. Why do you not go to that? You know what I'm saying? I know the flying move's coming. So I'm still gonna sack my Ninetales. This gives me a basically a free Typhlosion switch, if I can speak. Typhlosion switch, and I'm able to Choice Scarf, Eruption this Crobat. And Crobat's not the bulkiest thing, so he shouldn't be able to take it. I think we should have at least one more turn of the sun too. And hey, he lost his switch to Choice Scarf Eruption. He doesn't have a good switch. He lost his Starmie. Who else you got? Apparently you don't have a good switch, because you're just going to let your Crobat take the attack, and Crobat is down. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, that was the last turn of the sun. But hey, that's fine. We were able to pivot and get the Typhlosion in at the right time to pick up another KO. Porygon-Z coming out. Porygon-Z will not like a fully powered Eruption. I know the sun's not up, but Porygon-Z ain't gonna like this. Here, let me show you. Porygon-Z is out. This is actually a really fun Typhlosion. Actually, this team is really kind of cool, because this is the kind of team I wanted to create for myself. When BDSP first came out, I seen that Sun was very dominant. I have not got around to making me an awesome Sun team until Copycat Sunday, and you guys suggested this team, and I was like, yes, this is a team that I really wanted to create for myself. Hey, you go for that Mug Punch. Good job. You weaken the power of Eruption. Is it good enough for you to survive? It is not. Breloom is down. You got 1 Pokemon left. I got 4. Let's go. Spiritomb. What a cool Pokemon, though. What a cool Pokemon. I don't know if we need this. I guess we'll stay in, get the damage. I don't think Spiritomb can necessarily do that much to us anyway. He does have Sucker Punch, so we're going to be knocked out. That's Choice Banded. That's Choice Banded all day. If that's not Choice Banded, then I don't know what it is. But I'm going to go into Exeggutor, set up that Leech Seed, sub, and we're just going to chill here. He's Choice Banded, y'all. Maybe he's not, because he didn't go for it there. That did so much damage to Typhlosion, though. Foul play. Uh-oh. So he ain't Choice Banded. That did so much to Typhlosion, that's not even funny. That's crazy. That is very crazy. Maybe, I mean, Typhlosion isn't the bulkiest boy, but, you know, that's still kind of crazy. Sucker Punch, but failed, because I'm going for Sleep Powder. Hey, I can put you asleep. I can win. You down to your last Pokemon, I'll put you asleep, man. Yeah, you're forced to now go for that foul play, knowing that I'm trying to put you asleep. You're not going to go for a Sucker Punch again, are you? Shadow Sneak, good play. Hey, I mean, all you do is activate my Sitrus Berry. I do have the Harvest ability, so we can definitely re-harvest our Sitrus Berry. Come on, Exeggutor, you gotta hit the Sleep Powder, man. Epic Typhlosion Showcase, and now the end of the battle comes to an Exeggutor. Just sitting here missing some Sleep Powders, but you know, everything's okay because of our ability Harvest, right? We finally get the Sleep Powder off. I wonder what move he was going for, because we outsped him that time. I guess he was trying to go for foul play because that would have been the most damage. That tells me then too that we actually speed tie him right now because we went first that time. At this point, I'm not even going to worry about setting up the sub. Let's go for that big Solar Beam now. He wakes up and is able to get a foul play off. Wow. Hey, that was a crucial wake up, man. I still may not be enough because we're going to still be able to hit our Solar Beam. And Exeggutor, this Exeggutor gets his HP back. He don't care. Let's see. Sucker Punch coming out. That does quite a bit of damage. But our Solar Beam is going to be popping off, and this should be game. Game 2 is in the books. We ended off with a Solar Beam critical hit. That's what you love to see. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it, but it's already time for game number 3. Let's get to it. Third and final opponent is rocking out with a very cool team of Aerodactyl, Suicune, Zangoose, Lucario, Dragonite, and Absol. Now guys, remember, in the comments section down below, I will have Team 1, Team 2, and Team 3. Before you leave this video, please think about voting. That way you guys get to control what team I will be using next week. Very cool teams that we face today. The finale looks like a very awesome team as well, so let's get into it. Who am I going to lead? And my thinking is that we definitely have to get rid of that Suicune. That Suicune can definitely have Defog. I don't see any other Rapid Spinner. The Aerodactyl maybe has Defog too, but that means I don't need to set up Stealth Rocks. I think if we lead Porygon, we have a good window of opportunity to get a hard hit off on something right off the bat. You know, a lot of times people like to lead that Dragonite, like we've seen. I don't know. A lot of times you see lead Dragonites, you see lead Absols. Aerodactyl's a pretty good lead too, you know. Absol's a very interesting lead. But hey, here it is. Because Absol shouldn't be able to do much damage to our Porygon-Z. He might try and set up, he might try and switch. Let's go ahead and go for that big tri-attack. I want to see what you can do to me. You're going to go for that knockoff. I mean, yes, you're doing quite a bit of damage, but you know what? Porygon's not the most important guy in this battle. So that's fine, because we're actually going to be able to take out your Absol. You go for that big knockoff, take us down to the red, knock off our Life Orb. We don't even need our Life Orb to take you out, is what Porygon says. Because Porygon's ability is basically another Life Orb. Basically, the adaptability really makes Porygon hit super hard. Really, really nice too, though. Let's see. You are going into Zangoose. I could definitely see a close combat coming our way. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I believe Zangoose is a 110 base speed. Especially something like Zangoose. You don't expect it to be the fastest guy. I could be totally wrong though, but I want to say he's like 110. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm way off too. Who knows? But Porygon goes down. And I think it's time for the Torkoal. I really do think it's time for the Torkoal. Torkoal's here. Basically, I don't necessarily think that we need to set up the Stealth Rocks. Just because they could easily get defogged. But you know what? It wouldn't be the end of the world. Because that forces him to use defog before he can attack. You go for Belly Drum. Oh man, are we going to get swept by Zangoose? Because he does have that quick attack. Oh man, hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I should have went for Flamethrower. This could get bad. Maybe Stealth Rocks was a mistake. Yeah, I think Stealth Rocks is definitely a mistake. Now I should have went for Flamethrower. We are full health Torkoal. We are a Torkoal. We should take your quick attack. The problem is, do we take a close combat? And the answer is no. Well, he critted us. I would still say the answer is no, because we are a special defensive Torkoal, not a defensive one. But that crit definitely does not help. We can definitely bring out Typhlosion. He ain't set up Stealth Rock, so we can go into Ninetales. Ninetales has the Focus Sash, so we can take any attack that we want. Ninetales has a high enough special attack. I wonder if we're able to KO with Flamethrower. Let's go, Ninetales. 1 HP. Taking it like a champ. If this doesn't KO, we misplayed. We should have went for Roar. Let's see. It does pick up the KO. Fantastic. Now we don't have to worry about the Zangoose. That could have been bad. Not gonna lie. That could have been really bad. Belly Drum Zangoose of all things, guys. We almost got swept. Not gonna lie. Let's see. After that Zangoose attack, what can we expect now? You know what can we expect now? Let's see. You're gonna go ahead and bring out the Aerodactyl named Bully. Hey, props on the nicknames, I guess, my man. He has the Unnerve ability. He might be trying to set up Stealth Rocks. If you do set up Stealth Rocks, I'm just gonna roar you out. If you gotta try and pick up the KO here. He does go for Stone Edge. It does connect. What's up with everyone connecting their attacks today? Very, very fun. Fun times. I wonder if Typhlosion's Eruption is able to KO an Aerodactyl. Full health, Typhlosion, in the sun. Snapped. Aerodactyl does not have that good of defenses anyway. Let's see if we can KO with the Eruption. Let's go, Typhlosion. Not very effective. Do we get the KO? We barely miss it. Oh no. Oh no. Typhlosion goes down. Aerodactyl's in the 1 HP range. Man. And we lost our Sunsetters. We only got 2 grass types left. This is rough. Not gonna lie. We're gonna have to go into Exeggutor. Exeggutor being our bulky guy. I'm gonna have to basically set up 1 Leech Seed to pick up the KO onto the Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl. Still going for the Stone Edge. Makes me wonder if you are choiced in some way. I know you're not Choice Scar, so are you Choice Banded? Either way, surviving basically on 1 HP. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see how much we get back. We literally got 1 HP back. So that could mean that he survived on 1 or 2 HP. If he survived, I think on free, we would have got 2 HP back. So, hey man, that's what it is. He had a hidden focus sash. Alright, so Dragonite does come out. Let's see how many more Pokemon you got. You got 3. We're down to 2. This will get interesting. Let's go ahead and try and put this Dragonite asleep. He's going to be setting up a Dragon Dance. Hopefully he's not Lumberry, because if he is, we do not have a switch. Basically, we're going to see if Exeggutor can carry us throughout this rest of this battle. Dragonite is fast asleep, thank goodness. So we do not have to worry about maybe a potential Lumberry. He doesn't have it. So that's nice. Lucario comes out now. Hey, if you want to do all these switches, you gotta get rid of these Stealth Rocks. Like, I know we're not doing that much damage to you. We can't put nothing else asleep. Now, but we didn't do that much to Lucario. Now, when Dragonite comes back in, he's gonna take another Stealth Rock. He ain't gonna be worth nothing. Sitting around half HP. At this point, I feel like this is a free substitute for the most part. Flash Cannon. How much are we doing though? Holy cow, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Now let's get our Harvest activated. and eat our citrus berry again. That would be nice. But we do get leech seed, so if anything, we're getting some recovery back. Alright, we gotta see if we can get our harvest ability. Harvest did not activate. We can go for Solar Beam here, and I think that's gotta be the play. He will break our substitute though. Unfortunately, this Lucario is just hitting harder than what our substitute can hold up. And we only got the offensive attack of Solar Beam. So right now our Exeggutor is a little bit of a standing duck. Hopefully we might be able to harvest our citrus berry this turn. We do get it. Fantastic. Now we can eat it. Do we survive a flash cannon? Do we survive the flash cannon at this point? We're almost back at full. Well, not quite. But let's see. Unfortunately, we do not survive the flash cannon. But you see the potential of that Exeggutor. This Exeggutor can definitely take some hits, and you know what? It could definitely be frustrating to the opponent because they do not have a. If they don't have a good answer, how do you how would you knock it out? You know, especially if you can let it set up. Lucario does switch back into Dragonite. Very, very cool. Very interesting. We're going to be able to hit him with a Leaf Blade. Should do decent damage. That's not bad. But I think realistically, we're not in a great spot. You know, we're not to our last Pokemon. Yes, their Dragonite is fast asleep, but they do still have that Lucario that is going to be very threatening to our Victory Bell. Shockingly to me, I was not expecting this KO. But we do pick up a KO onto Dragonite at that range. That's crazy. Like I said, I don't necessarily know how we get around this Lucario. Unless two Leaf Blades can take him out. We are Focus Sashed. So I know we can take one, and he's Psychic. He has to be Choice Scarfed or Choice Specs too, because he switched Flash Cannon out. Then he switched Lucario out while he was on Flash Cannon. Well, good game to our opponents. All three of them played fantastic today. This last one got the best of us, but you know what? This team is showing a lot of potential. This team is really fun. I really enjoyed this team, and I can't wait to keep playing with it some more. Guys, like I said already, remember to vote in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys are new. This is Wi-Fi Merriman signing out. Peace.